What's going on, guys? Lord Kyle here, and I just want to let you know that I changed the name to Lord Kyle's Gaming so I can go and play other games because pretty much my name on like every game I play is Lord Kyle. It's just a name that I chose and it stuck with me. So I went with Lord Kyle, Lord Kyle's Gaming, yeah. I'm here back on the trap account, and I'm just gonna be going over like the two types of traps. Well, there's multiple types of traps, but the two main types of traps. This has been like a highly like asked video because people want to know like the difference between a wall trap, which is one of the main ones, and like an army trap, which is the other main one. So I'm pretty much gonna be going over those and like how you start them and like just tips on how to build one if you are thinking about becoming a trap account. So for the first one, we'll go over the wall trap since I'm not doing that one. I just feel it'd be easier to go over that one first. For the wall trap, it's pretty much you have T4 traps on your wall. You get your wall health really high, and you train up only archers. That way, like if an enemy attacks you, they won't be able to make it past your wall. Because I've seen a lot of people get their wall health really high, and like people send full T4 marches at them and can't break the wall and just lose troops. The only thing that's bad about this is they can't break the wall and they have survivors, so you will never cap a leader this way unless it's I don't think you'll ever cap a leader this way, only because they don't break your wall and get into your base. But for wall traps, you want to focus in defense and you want to get all this stuff maxed out, especially the wall strength, because that increases the HP by 150,000 on number 2. Number 3, it goes up to 275,000. And number 1 here, it goes up to 125. So right there, that's about 450,000, I'm pretty sure. And then if you come to upgrade a defense and get the durability up by 135%, and then down up here by 135%, that increases how strong it is. Even the defense and durability increases strength, like defense and all that, and your wall will not be able to be touched. Pretty much, and then all you want to do is have like ranged troops, kind of like stealth snipers, sharpshooters, and archers. You can go with all T3, I think. I'm not really sure on like the troop comp for this. It's just personal preference, but I know for a fact you won't need infirms, so you're probably gonna need like one or two or more if you want. But yeah, that's about it. And then for gear, you just want to go into like the gear here and just look for stuff that increases like the trap stuff. Like right here, the Shadow Helm, this would be good. Trap defense by 30, trap attack by 30, wall defense boost by 15. That would be a good piece of equipment. And then, let's see. You would just want to scroll through, find out what would benefit your wall the most with defense, like attack and all of that, and just you would want to plan accordingly. And then gems, of course, you'd want to put like trap gems in. Let's see if I have any. I'm not gonna put it in equipment. I'm just want to see if I have any that work for trap. Yeah, right here, trap attack jewels. I'd recommend getting those ones like gold, having attack jewels and other ones. And then heroes, you just scroll through, find out which hero boosts the wall. So like right here, Black Crow, trap attack plus 30. So it's all just personal preference there. And that's pretty much all you would want for the wall trap account. And then for like an army trap, things are a little bit different. You're going to want to have a high mass amounts of T1. For me, I'm going straight 3 million each T1 more. I might be going more possibly. And then I have some T3. I was planning on going 200k each T3 and 3 million each T1. That was what I was planning on going. I was getting close to it, but I got zeroed, so I'm slowly building back up there. But you're going to want to have your troops because, like, the wall here is the most useless thing ever. 9,500 HP. It's, like, going to be broken down instantly. It's the troops, your morale, like, just your mass amount of troops and morale that's taking out enemies. So you want to keep your might as low as possible for this trap, because the lower the might, the less fishy it is, and people will send in T4 solos. You're gonna want to have all infirms like what I have here. You're gonna want to eventually get them all to 25. You're only gonna want one barracks. What a mistake I did that you all should not do. What I did is if you're building one of these types, go with two barracks and a bunch of manners just to get that high training speed boost. Because I went straight infirms and gem troops, which was obviously not smart for me since I got rallied. But I guess it would have been smart if I shielded, but I wasn't really thinking. I fell asleep and I had connection issues when logging on after the first hit. Because I survived the first hit. It was a solo. I was 11k off of capping his leader. And then I tried logging on and it would not let me on the server. So I contacted IGG and they did nothing for me. So I mean, they're just some money sucking bitches. But for this, you're gonna want to have all infirms. But first, you go manners, get your training speed boost, get as much troops as you want, like how much you're planning. Try and keep might under like 80 million, 70 million's pushing it. I'd recommend staying like in the 65 million ish range, and then you're not gonna really want to work on these ones that much. I did, and it's just adding might, so I regret it. You just want to leave them level 1. Don't touch them. Only upgrade the buildings that need to be upgraded to 25 to get your castle to 25. Of course, infirms, barracks, and resource buildings are going to be 25. This one right here is personal preference, getting the watchtower 25. Because at 25, it reduces the enemy's attack by 10%, which is pretty big. I mean, you can lower their attack and have a better chance of capping leaders from T4. So that's personal preference there. You're going to want to get the academy to 24, and you're going to want to get all the military stuff to 9 out of 9. So infantry offense, ranged offense, cavalry offense, infantry defense, health, all that. You're going to want to get this all to 9 out of 9, and that adds a pretty big boost. For gear, you're going to want to have all attack jewels in your gear. This is the gear I recommend for being like until you're level 60. This is the gear I recommend. Burning scrolls. Then we got the honeycomb chaps. Then we got the hardened carpus or whatever. We got the ancient hat. We got the scarce broadsword, which comes with the big guy pack. And I'll show you replacement for if you're gonna be free to play. And we got the dark Agis. But for a replacement for the broadsword is a fiery tomahawk, because it adds cavalry attack. Let me see what the total stats are. Yeah, cavalry attack, infantry attack, and ranged attack. It adds those, but since my sword's stronger than it, because right here I got infantry attack 5, infantry defense 20, cavalry defense 12, cavalry attack 5, ranged attack 11. I have better boosts on the sword, so that's the only reason I'm keeping it. But this is the gear I'd recommend till you're level 60. And then depending on what route you choose to go when you're level 60, you can either go champion, which is probably what I'm going to do, because I feel like champion would be better. Or you could do like the mixture of gear, like, let's see, I know people use the blight rings. Oh yeah, the blight rings right here. Once they're level 60, I know they use those because at gold they are extremely useful. And then I know they use like a mixture of other stuff. I don't really know what the combo is yet, because I was planning on going champ. But the first thing I would recommend doing is working on heroes. Heroes are the best thing in this game, getting them gold. Because if you're going to be free to play, you're going to want to find the heroes that add like an army attack boost. Kind of like the Bobbin Goblin here, because right here he adds army attack boost once you unlock it at rank 7. Which is very useful. That's another mistake I made, is if you guys come to my normal here, I'm only on chapter 4. I really hate doing these. It takes so long. I don't know why. It's just I hate doing them. Never really bothered to. I'm level 57. These guys could all be at least purple by now if I worked in it, but I find it boring. Can't sit there and do it. I'm really impatient. but that's something I need to work on, and I'm probably gonna start doing. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all. If you guys need any more tips, I can go into more detail. I'm just kind of giving a brief explanation of both. I can go into more detail on the army attack, like the army trap one, because I'm doing that. I know the pros, the cons, the do's and the don'ts. The wall trap I'm familiar with. I know a lot about it. I don't know most of it, but I know some, like the pretty much the basics and more than that, but that's about it. We are almost at 200 subscribers in 3 weeks, guys. I just want to thank you for all the support and love you guys been showing me. It means so much to me. I've decided to do 4 times 50 gift cards at 500 subs. So get me up to there fast. You guys still have 3 weeks. Well, like 2 weeks and a couple days. But yeah, get me up to 500 as fast as you can. We've been going up about 10 a day, so I mean, I thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on my post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.